Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I have the Xmas Elf deck here. We're going to get some messages for the journey, and then I have the Sacred Soul messages. I'm going to get some messages from your person. So let's get started. So let's see. I was just thinking, I think I was going to do it the other way around. This is going to be for the messages from your person. Oh, no, I'll keep it the way I had. I'm sorry. No worries. I'm just getting back into the swing of things here. All right, feeling much better today. And thank you all for being here, for your likes, subscribes. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up and hit that like and subscribe. What do you need to know for today for the journey? What do you need to know today for the journey? What do you need to know? Okay, so we have at the bottom of the deck Two of Pentacles. So that tells me that you and your person are working on balance right now. Balance balance in the physical world, but also balance between the physical and the spiritual realm. So this is definitely an overall message of balance. You can see he's like right on the edge of the ice, and there's like a crack here and a crack behind him. So he's got to be very careful that, things don't topsy-turvy. But so this is, I say him, but, I take it as it resonates because it's for both of you. But then here's this infinity sign of, you know, long lasting, never ending love between the two of you. But this is you both finding balance within yourselves, within the physical material world, in the physical and spiritual world, and it all coming together in divine timing. So that's the overall message. Let's see what we have. We have the devil. So this is just, it's a sign of the ego. And, you can see that, the devil is actually carrying one little soul in his basket, and he's like, kind of crying, and the other one is running, and the devil's chasing him, or it seems like, yeah, he's chasing him, and he's like, ah. So this is, keeping the ego at bay. This is letting go of any fears and, of the mind. So this is allowing yourself, keeping yourself in the present moment, grounding yourself really good today. I know as soon as it warms up today, I'm going to go outside and ground. It's got to get above 0. I'm going to be picky. I'm not going to go for a walk below 0 today. So, but yeah, but go out, ground yourself. That's going to help keep you, keep your mind at bay, and also use breath work. So often when we're going through our day, we forget to take those 3 magical breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do it 2 more times. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can even say, as you breathe in, you can say breathing in love and breathing out fear. Okay, that's going to connect you to your spiritual self. And it'll help keep the ego at bay. And you can also use the words cancel, clear, delete. If a negative thought comes in your mind, just cancel, clear, delete, and replace it right away with a gratitude. I am so grateful. You can say, thank you, God, for all the richness in all things, for everything you've given me. Just say something that you're grateful for. Start it out with thank you. I am grateful and joyful for the abundance of positivity and optimism. I'm grateful and joyful for the abundance of, positive thinking, keeping my thoughts at a higher level. So this is just the ego wanting to, go to, wanting you to go to an addiction, or some old pattern that you don't need to go to. So it's replacing the old with the new, the gratitude, the grounding, the breathing and that's what it is, replacing. And, taking a walk outside really helps get out of your mind, very much so. There was a person, I always tell stories in my readings, so, but they just reminded me of this. There was a person, and I think it was an autistic individual. I don't know for sure, but I'm almost positive. But there's a large bridge that goes across the St. Croix River, and and this person during the summer was going out on the bridge. Not, there's a walkway, pedestrian walkway, so they weren't like hanging on the bridge or anything, but they were going on the walkway and just sitting there because one place where they could find peace. And what happened was people saw this person there, and they started getting nervous that this person, was sitting there, all the time, or, a lot of time. And so they, called the police or whatever. But anyway, find a place where you can just really get out of your mind. For them, it was being on that pedestrian bridge, for me, it would be being in the woods. Being among the trees is a very peaceful place to be, or just being outside in nature with the trees around me, is really, it's a great place to do this. So, okay, and then we have Five of Wands. So, five is about change. Wands are about movement, and this is, you see that there's a lot of movement going on in the collective right now, and there's a lot of quabbling, but this is something that, this has changed for you, and your person is, um, having to make this change of getting out of any any drama that no longer serves. So this is walking away from changing up what no longer serves you, um, and not getting involved in other people's. It could be other people's karma. It could just be other people's stuff. Not getting involved and just staying at bay with it, and just viewing it from a distance, um, or viewing it from from a higher perspective, viewing it from outside rather than being inside of any drama. But there's change happening in that. You may have already made the changes with this, cutting things out. Your person may be in the process of making these changes. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone coming back to give you, this is someone giving you an equal cup of love. This is presenting you, and I love how the cups are all standing out there. But this is, you know, someone giving you a cup of love, an equal cup of love. And, there's the there's the cup up high symbolizing, a higher love, a higher commitment, being made by this. So really beautiful. So that may be your person coming back. It may be someone in your life now that is supporting and helping you, that is, you know, yeah, it may be either of those, but this is something that is happening in the future for you and your person in divine timing. I always have to add that because everybody's on their own timeline. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So this is the last card for the journey. The Nine of Wands is endings. This is endings of burdens. This is the year of the wood snake clearing out all the, any dusting out the corners is what I like to say. Dusting out the corners, ending anything, clearing out anything that no longer serves us. And this is the sign, the Nine of Wands. And this is the year of the nine, the last month of the year of the nine. And then we go into the year of the horse. The year of the wood snake, is this year, the year of the nine. Next year is the year of the horse, going into that. But this is symbolic of the ending of burdens for you and your person. And, your person is kind of sitting there, in a little bit of reflection by himself right now. So, and both of you may have just wrapped up a cycle, may have just ended something, so a new beginning can begin. So keep that in mind. So those are for the journey. And then we have, what is the message? We have the Sacred Soul messages. I'm going to use for what are the messages from your person today? What are the messages? What are the messages? So the message that your person wants to say, it's beautiful butterfly. I love these cards. They're like neon lights, but it's a beautiful butterfly. And it says, anything you lose comes around in another form. So your person is telling you this. Opportunity, choices, and transformation. So, anything that you've lost, anything that they've lost, they're recognizing that it's going to come around in other opportunities, other choices, that it's all about transformation. And so the caterpillar is transforming into a butterfly. And that's this ending for new beginnings. And I feel like this is, yeah, it's that ending, it's the completion of a cycle for your connection for some of you. So yeah, I feel like it's, and it's right at this point where we're, right, I feel like it's in between times, it's the completion of getting rid of all those old little remnants and, testing us to make sure we got it out of our system. And then boom, we go into a new year, a new chapter. So so hopefully that helps, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, magical day. Namaste.